At this place in history, we're in Burlington with Steve Perkins, the Executive Director of the Vermont Historical Society. Steve, you have taken us out to the ball game once again this week.
I have, Mike, and I'm taking you back to my youth here in Burlington at Centennial Field. I even brought a prop with me. I took it off the wall from home. Vermont Reds All-Star Game pennant from July 14th, 1986, right here at this ballpark. So today, we're going to talk about professional baseball here at Centennial Field. We're here with Paul Stanfield from the Lake Monsters organization.
The first professional team was back in 1955, and it was an affiliation with the A's for one season. The next major league team here was in 1984, was the Vermont Reds. They were here in 1984 through 87, and winning the Eastern League Championship. They were a Double-A team in 84, 85, and 86, and then in 1988 was the Seattle Mariners had the Double-A team here.
And who are some of the standout players?
So some
Hall
of
of Famers in this.
Yeah, I mean, when the Reds were here, they had like 11 players that ended up being on their 1990 World Championship team. But so guys like Chris Sabo and Paul O'Neill,
Barry Larkin.
Then when the Mariners were here, both Omar Vizquel and Ken Griffey Jr. were here. Ken Griffey Jr. only played about 2 weeks, but he was here for 2 months. He was rehabbing for a lot of it.
And there's Ken Griffey Jr.'s baseball card from his time with the Vermont Mariners. Now, you had a fun story about Ken Griffey Jr.
The teams used to like park their cars behind the clubhouse, and there was a foul ball that went back there one night, and all of a sudden, like, one of the bat boys comes running in and says to Ken Griffey Jr., "Ken, that foul ball went through the back window of your Trans Am," and he went running out there. So after 1988, that team left and went to Ohio. There wasn't a team here until 1994 when Ray Pecor bought a team in the New York Penn League, which was a short season affiliate. So those seasons only went from June through basically Labor Day. And so that team moved here in 1994 and was here in the New York Penn League until 2019.
The Vermont Expos, and then later the Lake Monsters.
Right, it was the Nationals once they moved to Washington through 2010, and then starting in 2011 through 19, it was affiliated with the Oakland Athletics. Now we're in a collegiate baseball league, the Futures Collegiate Baseball League, and so now instead of getting college kids that have just graduated or gotten drafted, now we get players who are basically freshmen and sophomore in college, so we're getting them before they're getting a chance for them to get drafted. You come out to the ballpark and you watch it, and you don't really see that much of a difference.
And you get to see it, Paul, yourself, right up close with the myriad of different things you've done here at Centennial over the years, not just in the Lake Monsters organization, but as you mentioned, the Expos, the Reds prior to that.
I came to Vermont Reds games in 1984, and then I started working for that team in '85, and so I've been at Centennial Field probably a real long time now.
So how can people see baseball here at Centennial Field?
Well, obviously they can you can come out to the ballpark. We have I think it's 35, 36 home games during the regular season, and you can follow along, even just online and through our website, VermontLakeMonsters.com.
An early professional home for future World Series champions and Baseball Hall of Famers at this place in history.